Juneteenth is coming up this weekend, and a year after it has become an official federal holiday, some companies are now selling Juneteenth-branded products. Look at this example on your screen, a tweet from May from this year, Dollar Tree, selling their Juneteenth paper plates and party supplies. But because this holiday commemorates the emancipation of slaves in the U.S., you got some folks that are really not happy with what they see as commercialization of it, getting online to share their concerns. Shaq Brewster has the story.
After George Floyd's death in 2020 and in the wake of nationwide protests that followed, last year, President Biden signed a bill that officially recognized Juneteenth as a federal holiday, a date that's been celebrated for centuries. After President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, word of their new freedom finally reached the last group of enslaved African Americans in Texas on June 19, 1865.
Juneteenth is about commemorating emancipation, which means commemorating the history of slavery.
Like many other national holidays, from Memorial Day to President's Day, some companies have begun commercializing it. Walmart recently apologized for selling a special edition Juneteenth ice cream with a label that read, "Share and celebrate African American culture, emancipation, and enduring hope." The new product received backlash on social media, and the retail giant issued a public apology and removed the ice cream from their shelves.
I think if more companies had more people in decision-making positions who could help inform those conversations, they would think of more nuanced and I would just say better ways of recognizing the holiday.
When the Children's Museum of Indianapolis started offering a Juneteenth watermelon salad, people took to Facebook to call out the museum for the insensitive stereotype.
If you must profit as a company, to do so in a way that is not offensive, that does not perpetuate stereotypes, and that really is thoughtful.
Back in 2020, Snapchat released a special Juneteenth filter, prompting users to smile to, quote, break the digital chains. A few hours later, they pulled it and apologized for the insensitivity. We reached out to these companies for comment. The Children's Museum of Indianapolis responded, sharing a statement saying, in part, "We are an imperfect institution, but we are committed to improvement." Walmart did not immediately respond to our request for comment, and Snapchat responded, pointing us to an earlier statement they released regarding this incident, saying in part, "We deeply apologize to the members of the Snapchat community who found this lens offensive." Why are companies upsetting so many people with these products?
I think that companies should be in consultation with members of the Black community before making these decisions, so that they are making good business decisions that are informed by the communities that they are seeking to serve.
Shaq is joining us now. And I'm so glad you did this story for us, Shaq, tonight, because I think it's interesting, especially in light of the weekend that's upon us here. It feels like, and the piece was, the point was made in your piece here, it's commercialization and it's companies, perhaps it seems, not understanding the nuance here, right? And not having a full understanding of what this is about.
Yeah, the concern that you hear, Hallie, is that they're taking it too lightly, that they're simply acknowledging Juneteenth as a way to simply make some more money. And, you know, it's not every company, I should mention. You know, there's a tweet that I saw from Ben & Jerry's from 2019 honoring Juneteenth, saying it's the true Independence Day. Ben & Jerry's is a company that is also put its money where its mouth is. They've funded a lot of social justice movement initiatives across the country. That was a tweet that happened before this was an official holiday. That was before the murder of George Floyd. So this is not an accusation against every company. It's just simply folks saying, if you're going to acknowledge Juneteenth, take it seriously. And by the way, Hallie, this is a similar sentiment that you hear from members of the military community around Memorial Day. You hear it from members of the LGBTQ community during this Pride Month. It's a familiar sentiment.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.